All right. Hi there. This is for my In the Pink leadership team, you guys. Now, I've got to upload this video to YouTube. So there's a good chance other people are going to watch it, and that's fine because it's kind of a universal message for Plexus ambassadors who are leaders already and have a team. So this is so here's the deal. I've been really thinking about this because our In the Pink team is a really strong team. We've got so many people that are leaders and really want this business and really understand the financial freedom opportunity and understand that the products are helping people and are really passionate about sharing. But there's also a large majority of people that come on board and they're really excited when they first join. They get their welcome pack. They're excited about the products. We see them post a few times. And then like a month or two later, like they disappear. They're MIA. They disappear off the face of the earth. And so my question is, I'm like, what's going on here? What is the missing piece in not getting people that are smart, motivated, excited, intelligent, hardworking, really people with great potential? Why are they giving up? And that's really been on my heart and understanding because, when people don't catch the vision, then it really affects everybody from me to you to everybody on down the line. So here's what, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've tried lots of tactics. I've tried extra training. I've tried doing 101s. I've tried, better information. And I feel like I have really gone the route of like trying to train. But here's what occurred to me. And I used my shower kind of like as my prayer box. And I was in the shower today and I'm asking God, I'm like, God, what am I missing? What's going on? What's going on? And this word belief came up. Okay. So we hear the number one thing when we're kind of going through is you have to believe in the products. You have to believe in order to be successful. And I've heard this for almost, 18 months now where I believe. I believe, I get it. I love the products. I've been taking the products. I've had a weight loss testimony. It's helped me through my cancer journey. I've seen tons and tons and tons of other people, and I've heard the testimonies. So I certainly believe in the products. I've seen how the company is first class. I've seen the leaders have great integrity. I've seen those things that are very impressive to me about the company. So I believe in the company. I've seen girls just like me who are moms, stay-at-home moms, working moms, whatever, rise to emerald, sapphire, and diamond, the executive levels in less than 2 years, and they're making, 6 figures a year. And so I believe that I can do that too. So I know that my belief is really strong, but I really feel like, and I feel like, vision from God, whatever, prayer answered, whatever. I feel like he just said, belief, that's your missing link. What's going on with your team is we are not setting the tone for people to really catch that belief. And so this is my challenge to my leadership team. We're going to keep it super, super simple. We are going to be committed to building belief amongst our team. If you're on this leadership team, then you've already got the vision, then you believe. And I want you guys to think, when I put out my In the Pink leadership team sort of theme, it's that mountain theme, right? And it's funny because I got out of the shower, I was so excited, I made these little notes here. So here's the mountain, all right? So the mountain. So a new ambassador comes on board and they're at the very bottom of the mountain. They have nothing. They're building from nothing. And we start out at the bottom of our mountain with hope. Okay, hope for the products to work, hope for the business opportunity, hope. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So the next part of climbing sort of up the mountain, and the mountain being over here to the top, is going to be belief. And we're just, as a team leaders, we're going to start with that. And we're going to really focus on building belief amongst our downline and the team members that you have. So if you're a team, if you're on this and you're watching this and you're on my In the Pink leadership team, then you have at least 5 ambassadors who are active under you. So we're going to focus on whoever your team is, and we're going to build belief. And we're going to do it. I broke it down into 3 things. All right, we're going to be building belief in the products. And so that means we're going to be committed to sharing lots and lots of testimonies. We're going to pull testimonies from people all over the company. We're going to share our own personal testimonies. We're going to do more events where we can bring people together and really make them understand the things that these products are doing. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to build belief in the products. We're going to encourage them to use consistency. We're going to, you're going to send text to your new ambassadors. I'm talking about ambassadors here. Customers are great. You're still going to service your customers, but you're going to be sending text to your new ambassadors, reminding them to take their products. You're going to be sending testimonials via email. It's all going to be very, very personal. We're going to be sending private messages. We're going to, of course, be posting on our team page, but that's not personal. I want you guys to make this really, really, really personal and really focus on building people's belief in these amazing products. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is we're going to build belief in the financial freedom that this creates. What that looks like is go to the Diamond Documentaries page. They have all of them, and I want you to find Diamond Documentaries that the people in your downline can resonate with. Something that makes, you see that Diamond documentary about Celeste, and you match her up to another stay-at-home mom that you have on your team, and you're going to send that Diamond documentary, and it's going to be something that's very personal. Again, Celeste made me think of you. She was a stay-at-home mom like you. She had the integrity like you. A teacher that you go to, Melissa Eckenhorst. She was a former school teacher, and say, she reminds me of you. She loves children, loved her job, but her heart's desire was to stay home with her kids. So you're going to do that. You're going to really build the belief in the financial freedom, because when people see people just like them being successful and taking to the next level and truly having financial freedom, and being a diamond in this company making $500,000 a year is financial freedom. Okay, if you can, anybody that's making that kind of money has financial freedom, as long as they, aren't wasteful and crazy spenders. So that is financial freedom. So we're going to build belief in financial freedom, and then we're also, as a team, as team leaders, we're going to focus on building belief in our company and our company's leaders and the company's integrity. Plexus is different than other MLMs, period. It's different. The compensation plan is better. The business model is better. The culture of unity is better. The underlying sort of, faith-filled methodology of the company is different than other MLMs. People in this company, when they succeed, they look outward, and they look at ways that they can change the world. They look at ways that they can make a difference. That's different than sort of that worldly, I've gotten success, I have all this money, let me see how big my house can be. Let me go see if I can build a yacht or buy a yacht. Let me go see if I can take a wild vacation, and advertising that. That's not what Plexus does. So we're different. Our company's different. Our culture's different. Okay, so that's what we're going to do as a team. And I want you guys to really get on board, because I really feel like it was kind of put on me in my prayer box for vision, that's where we're going to start. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to really focus on, for the next few months, building belief in our team. And I want you to reach out to anybody that joined in June and July, and do those three things that I talked about, building the belief and making it very, very personal to them. And then I want you to also pick 2 ambassadors right off the bat who maybe have kind of gone inactive. If you've been around for a year and a half, whatever, and I want you to look and see somebody that you think has a lot of potential, that kind of fell by the wayside, that isn't engaged, that isn't active, and I want you to do the same thing. And then, build upon that. So you work on those 2 for a few weeks, and then add another 2. And so I want to be really systematic about working through building belief amongst the people that are already on our team. All right, so I got an 8-minute video going on, but I want to share this because I thought this was really kind of interesting too. It kind of goes along with this. I watched this movie the other night, and it was a Will Smith movie, and it was all about, and he was a con artist. Okay, so the way that, but what it made me think of at the very end of the movie, it was like the biggest, game you could play, the biggest scam he found this guy who loved to gamble, and he pre-planned that he was going to send subliminal messages all throughout this man's day. Okay, making him pick the number 55. It was like a gambling bet. All right. So the guy, when it came down to Will Smith and the gambler guy, doing this bet, he ultimately picked the number 55. Will Smith knew he was going to pick the number 55. Will Smith won the big, $3 million pot, whatever. But then they backtrack and they show that what happened was, subliminally throughout the day, Will Smith and his con artist team were planting the images of 55 in the man's head throughout the day. They were doing it through, signs on the streets, through other people, through doorways, through all these different things. And so so when he got down to picking the number 55, which was what he saw the number 55, he picked it. He thought it was his idea. He was like, oh, 55, it's random. Will Smith is never going to guess my number because it's completely random. But in fact, it wasn't random, because he had been, but but he thought the 55 was his idea. And so that's kind of the premise. Not that we're con artists in any way, not what I mean, but what I'm saying is we're going to build belief by kind of subliminally planting these messages in people's heads that the belief becomes very real because they're seeing it, they're hearing it, they're seeing it, they're hearing it over and over and over and over again till it becomes a part of them where they really, the belief because moves into confidence, okay, which is the next place. Because once people really have the belief and they feel like that belief is theirs and they own it, then the next level is moving to the confidence level, having the confidence to go out there and really go for it. And so that's where we're going to take it. We'll take it from there. Once we kind of build the hope is already there, we're going to build the belief, and then we're going to get to the confidence level. All right, so 10 minutes, that's all I got for you guys. That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to be really focusing on belief, 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 belief. Love you, bye.